Right, so that was just a tiny bit of the weekend. We've got a lot of stuff to do to get through today. We haven't even talked about Rachel's weekend yet, which we must do later on today.
She's very exciting.
Carrie is not with us. She's been at the Open all weekend, and she's still there. And now if I fade her up, she'll go, hello.
Hello.
There she is.
Hello. Hi.
Now, Carrie not only was doing reports for Radio 4 this weekend, but also for the World Service, which, as you know, the World Service, as good as Carrie's ex-boyfriend, is heard by 175 gajillion trillion billion people
Yeah.
in Europe alone.
Yeah. I was the voice of golf for the entire world
Wow.
on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
Now, if you work out how much money you get for doing this show, how many people listen, right?
Yeah.
And then you work out what you get per listener. If you then go to the World Service, are you allowed to then go, well, hang on, I've worked out that I'm worth 1p a listener. So for the World Service with a gajillion billion listeners...
Yeah.
Like £4 a listener.
Yeah. And working that out with like an update every half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be pretty much a trillionaire.
That's
by
right.
the end of this morning.
Or as we call them in the industry, a Vernon K.
Yeah.
That's what we call them. So the golf been all right. I've got to be honest, I don't understand it. Spoils a good walk as far as I'm concerned. But I go on Twitter and all I see is Vernon K talking about the golf, and it's a language, it's like hieroglyphics. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I tried to watch some of it yesterday and a bit of the cricket. I didn't realise we'd actually turned over from the golf to the cricket.
See?
We did the same.
Right.
We did the same thing. We were flicking between the Open and the Ashes.
But I
Actually,
tell you
Nice.
what,
A great day yesterday, sport.
I said to Carrie earlier, the setting for the golf looked lovely.
didn't it?
Oh, it is absolutely stunning here. Honestly, the drive this morning, it was literally just me on the road, and I'm driving up the Ayrshire coast, and it's like choppy seas.
Thank God it was only you on the road if you were driving.
Yeah. And I could see a lighthouse, and there's like craggy rocks everywhere, and Ailsa Crag, which is like this little island. It's
She
absolutely
used to
stunning.
teach me at school.
Yeah,
I
she
know.
was. She was married to Alf, wasn't she?
Yeah, and
Ailsa
home
Crag.
and away.
Yeah.
Hi, g'day, Elf.
What was that?
G'day, Elf.
Can I just ask then?
Yes.
Why? First of all, Dominic, stop playing the sound effects of an office while she's.
I'm not. That's her. Honestly,
That's me.
The sound effects of.
It's quite windy.
fax
It's like
machines.
a tent I'm in, and it's a bit windy.
So what can you see? Describe the setting.
Okay, I'm currently in the media centre
Right.
at the Open Golf. I'm
tent.
at the back on these kind of desks where all the radio people would have sat, and in front of me there are about 200 little cubicles where all the journalists from around the world would have sat, and they were celebrating last night because there are plenty of half-drunk pints of lager dotted around. Yeah,
Sounds
so
like
there's a
your
little,
garden.
little
Like my garden,
party
yeah.
in here. Yeah, it does. It looks like Dave's garden. So yeah,
So is the golf finished?
the golf is finished. It finished last night.
Right.
It was very dramatic. It all went to a playoff in the end, and the bloke that won, no one wanted to win. So
Right.
yeah.
So you being there now is a little bit like that ill thought through idea of us being at the big weekend on a Monday morning when they're just
Yeah.
literally clearing up the debris.
Yeah, kind of. But if I couldn't get home back to London kind of
Right.
last night and see
Sure.
the end of the golf, so I
Might as well
stayed to
stay.
the end, and
You're
now
a
I'm here
freak.
this
Do you know
morning.
what? You're a sucker. I'd have done it live from my bed in the hotel room.
We're not in a hotel. We're in a house.
Oh really?
Yeah, in a little cul-de-sac. It's like
Ah.
yeah.
God, is really money that tight now at the BBC? We can't even afford £35 a night travel-ins. We're now we're bunking up with people. You've got a house.
Well, no, they basically people just up the road in Girvan. They've just kind of moved out, shipped out for a week, and so they've rented out their houses.
that's
So we're in
nice.
there because it's much cheaper than putting everyone up in a hotel.
See that? Hear that,
Yeah.
Daily Mail? It's cheaper than a
Cheaper.
hotel.
Yeah, well,
Cheaper.
it did get on the front covers of a certain newspaper that we were all in these houses and that they were luxury villas, but I can tell you they're not. I'm in a box room and I'm sharing a bathroom with two very stinky men. One of them happens to be my boss too.
Well, I think that's,
There we go.
that's a little bit too much information, Carrie. But, all right, well, we'll check in with you in a little bit and find out what's not happening at the at the field, which is at Now Golf.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, got a lot of text messages this morning. I don't know why I said it like that. Stephen Dawn in Cheltenham. Morning, gang. Do us early watchers get a personal good morning? Yes, you do, Stephen Dawn. It's the first text that came in. Then it was Jez in Ipswich, Darren in Southampton, Doby, Chris in Swindon, Dave saying, Dave Sompting saying, am I the first message? No, you're not. But thank you, Dave. Edgar in Walthamstow, Sturkey in Blackpool, Bob in Brum, and Paul in Brownhills. Rachel, find out how many viewers we have watching the live stream. I'm going to go for 100.
Just do a quick head count. I'm going to say more than that. I'm going to say 350.
I'm going for 550.
550.
460, I reckon.
Oh, 60.
Hang on, let's find out.
Oh,
950.
950. Oh. I said 100, so do I win?
No, you were out by 850 people.
Okay.
Approximately.
A big rise, wasn't it?
Massive
Hey,
rise.
if I had £1 for every time I heard that, Dominic, out of your mouth.
Well, I have a visual moment for people, but we'll a lot later.
We'd like to see your visual moment.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Alan's arrived, by the way. Look. Does he think we've got a guest in?
Alad's got a game for us to play.
Oh, no,
It's
look
his
at
feature
that.
all week.
Look at that. He's got a massive box in the live lounge.
He's very excited about
The
it.
what? It's what?
It's my Alad's game box.
Alan's game box.
It's my Alad's game box.
That's right.
Brilliant.
Alan, just move it a little bit that way a little bit. The camera will get a shot of it. There you go. Look at that. Look, there it is. Alan's game box, everybody. Right, now we'll play a couple of songs and then we'll get back into the show.
International Radio. International Radio 1.
Now, how does this work? I was thinking about this the other day. Technically, I'm on the cover of the Radio Times this week, but I was on the cover of the Radio Times when we did the show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So is this my last day, even though it's for this week's TV?
I think so.
That's very confusing.
Yeah, because people like to plan ahead, don't they,
Yeah.
with their viewing?
So is this the last day that you can buy
Yeah.
the,
must
the
be.
So
copy?
should they buy a copy now and then keep it for forever?
Well, yeah. But this is my last chance to go around signing copies.
Yeah,
Right,
it is.
fine.
The Radio
I've
Times.
got one I want you to sign.
I'll sign it for you, but
Thanks.
darling.
It's
don't
Carol
worry.
Thatcher next week.
Can you just do a generic one?
You just made that up, didn't you?
I did make that. I'd love to see her on the front cover.
I don't think it'll be Carol Thatcher on the
Do you
front
not?
cover next. Nah,
No, I don't think so. I don't think she's a cover star.
not really. So so this is your last day today then, properly, to go out and buy this fine publication. Someone said to me the other day, "Oh, and you're in a magazine or something, aren't you?" I said, "What? You're in a magazine?" "I'm sorry, I'm in a magazine. I'm sorry. I'm front cover of the Radio Times, please."
In a way,
Oh, no.
I'll be quite pleased when the edition changes because I find it quite disconcerting when I go into shops and I see
Do you really?
staring at me.
Yeah. You're in
Yeah.
our village shop, sort of
It's
spread
weird.
out.
It's like you're following us around, looking at us.
Weirdly, I was looking at myself in Morrison's the other day. I don't mean I was looking at the magazine. I mean the magazine was staring at me as I was leaving Morrison's,
Yeah.
right, with a trolley full of shopping, which I'd bought, by the way. Those days are well behind me. And Sophie goes, "Oh, look at that," and I'm like, "That? Oh yeah, that's weird." And I'm moving the trolley, and I'm looking. I'm going, "He's staring at me." Him waving that photograph. He's staring at me. It's a bit weird. But anyway, you'll be pleased to know, Dave, as of this week, it's no longer me anymore.
Good. Well-
But I am doing men's health in just Speedos.
Oh, are
that'll be
you?
something to look
That is
forward to.
nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Holding a picture of Dominic.
In Speedos.
With a hat on
No,
at an
he's
angle.
naked.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
It's fine, because my thumb kind of clears everything up. Right.
Hello.
Hi.
Monday.
International Radio 1.
Ow. I missed the button.
That's okay.
All right, it is 6:55 on BBC Radio 1.
Truth be told,